GRAL down a massive 46% after an NHS trial for its Galleri multi-cancer early detection test reportedly missed a primary endpoint. However, community discussion emphasizes this as an overreaction, pointing to strong Q4 revenue and earnings per share beats, a solid cash runway, and the test's proven ability to detect early stage cancers, fueling calls to buy the dip and anticipate a potential short squeeze. Okay, so the stock hasn't been trading publicly for a long time. Okay, so this is its 4 hour chart. This is that plunge we're talking about here, and the extrapolation seems to be suggesting that it may maintain this weakness up till the market session of today. It's indicating here that an hour and a half before the market opens today, it might after that maybe in the regular session of today, it might pick up a bounce and may hold the bounce up till Wednesday the 25th, but it's not indicating that it would retest its the highs of around 103.31 where it closed at the closing price of yesterday. It's not there's no indication that it will retest that high, but we never know. You never know. It may well do so. It may well do so. It's a low effective is its effective load is a tiny one. You can see here not even up to a million shares. Okay, and amplifies the broader market by a factor of 2.2. So even with all this volatility, only 2.847 million shares cross the tape. So never, I mean, don't rule out the odds of it retesting the closing price of yesterday. But don't bank on that. The closing price of yesterday, the regular session was 101.53. Okay. So yes, so the extrapolation is saying that all in all, it's just going to be a consolidation. So it's probably indicating that it's going to have a re-rating at this sort of levels. Yeah, this sort of levels. Yeah, yeah, this sort of levels between 54.58 and maybe possibly 65.97. Okay, so let's see what we have on its price pressure momentums. Okay, this is the market greed. It's the stock is trading at a huge premium outside that grid. So let's have a look at the 3 hour chart to see if it has actually adjusted. Okay, the stock is trading at a discount, another as a premium. So this is a 3 hour chart. It's the stock is now it has given us a more reasonable market greed, more reasonable structure. Okay, so we have the range of between 71.39 and 34.61, and the stock is at 52.3. Where is that? Where it is right now? Yeah, 54.68. That's where it is right now. 54.68. So this is where it is now between the resistance and the supports. Doesn't have any support. Doesn't have any. These are supports, but they're not robust. They're not robust. You want to see clusters. You want to see clusters. So yeah, the prospects of even lower prices printing is there. The prospects of lower prices printing is there. Yeah, let's have a look at the 1 hour chart. Let's see um, what we have there. On the 1 hour chart, let's see. Yeah, here we have lower prices are expected to continue to print up to the close of today's trading session. Okay, that's against what we have on the 4 hour chart. Here we have between 7.37 and 35.63. No support. These are all their supports, but they're not robust. They're not clustered. On the daily chart, we have it doesn't have any extrapolations here. Okay, so the stock has now this is where let's see where it is right now. 54.68. 54.68. Let's see. 54.68. This is where it is, somewhere around here. Somewhere around here. 54.68. Yeah, okay. Here we can see there is a decent amount of support. Yes, a decent amount of support. Yeah, maybe that's why probably it has stalled around there. Yeah, from here we have 54.03, and then we have resistances here. We have let's see what we have here. 51.70, 51.70. Down here we have 48.70. Yeah, a decent amount of supports around here. Let's see whether I printed an intraday low. Let's see what the intraday low is going to tell us. 51.11. Okay, let's see where it relates here. 51.11. Yeah, you can see somewhere around here. It picked up a bounce somewhere around here. Yeah, 51.1. So this held up. This resistance held up. It has yes, it has recovered from those lows. Yeah. Okay. Let's return to the 4 hour chart and see what the probability of it retesting. Let's see now. Probability of it retesting 101.16 is statistically less than 50%. Less than 50%. So that's what's going on right now. Our extrapolation is indicating that it's not really going to. A bounce is possible. A bounce is possible. A bounce is possible based on this 4 hour chart. But we also saw in the 1 hour chart that it's not anytime soon. Here it's saying that a bounce is going to happen, but it's going to be in the post market session of today. That's when we should expect a bounce. But here we have rather on the 4 hour chart. The 4 hour, I think, yeah, they pretty much align. I think so. They pretty much align on the 4 hour chart. It's let's see what we have here on the 4 hour chart. It's saying that a bounce is expected from from the close of today's trading session. Yes, from midday. From midday today, it may have started to recover, and may hold it up till the Wednesday, up to the close of Wednesday's trading session. But after that, it might also decline again. So consolidation is what is actually being extrapolated here. So this is not exactly the price. It's the 3-day moving average that is being extrapolated here. All we can do is let's see. Let's point it to the price itself. Let's point it to the price and see what it's going to give us in terms of pretty much the same thing. Pretty much the same thing. Saying here 67.91. So volatility is expected. Volatility is expected. Yeah. Okay, so just see what you make of GRAL. Okay, before we go now, there's a projection here. Okay, there's a projection here. The algos projected an upper projection 87.38. 87.38. Okay, don't bank on that. Let's see what the probability of that printing is. Let's see what the probability of that is. It's 87.38. Okay, very, very high. Very, very high. Statistically, 87.5. Yeah, I'm looking at this strip here. This strip here holds the moving averages. If the moving average is greater than your target, then you have a probability that's higher than 50%. Here, I can tell you it's more than 99%. More than 90, I can tell you more than 99%. At least up more than 95%. More than 95%. So I'm considering the first moving average. The first moving average is the 10-day moving average. It is 101.06, and our target is 87.23. Yeah. Okay, let's see how all of this will go. And indeed, there are other projections here, slight upper projection here, but not in play. But this is encouraging. It's encouraging. The algos are calculating projections. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video.